Welcome to Business Morning on Union Television. I am Onyinye Ezlofo, and today we're going to be unboxing a lot of things about entrepreneurship. We're not just talking about what you need to do or what you're doing, but we're going to be reminding you of the things that you need to have along, just like carrying your toolkit along. Your toolkit is not the end. It is a means to an end. So now that you have this toolkit, some persons will get to forget that a lot of things are contained in their toolkit. And they just keep going because they are either saying what they need to do, but you need something to help you do the work. So today we're going to be considering Entrepreneurship Toolkit. We need to know what is in the toolkit, and I'll be walking you through how you're going to be using it for yourself and your business. We'll be going on a short break now, and when we come back from this break, we'll be delving deep into this topic. Stay with us. Welcome back to Business Morning on Union Television. We're still discussing Entrepreneurship Toolkit. So I like to ask, have you been to the mechanic workshop anytime this week, last month, or anytime at all? When you get there, you understand that there is this toolbox they have, and when they see anyone driving in, they just know there is a problem that needs to be fixed. Now, it might not be some serious problem, or it could be just mere servicing. Whichever one it is, they know you have a problem, and that was the reason you're there. So what do? Despite being there, they take their time to analyze what the challenge is, but they cannot start this analysis without getting an item from their toolbox. So whatever it is, whether it's checking the car or this, you would hear, hey, get me spanner from the toolbox, and then sometimes they would have the whole kit with them. So they are testing different sizes of spanner depending on which one is fitting the knots they want to untie. And that is how it also works with entrepreneurship. You have this toolbox. It is not the end. It is what you need to keep running your business. So some of the things in this toolbox will be familiar, or some of the things in the toolkit will be things you're familiar with. But then don't just take it as something I already know. It's a reflection. We are in the second half of the year. So can I ask, how is business going really? How has business been for you? Can you give me an honest answer? Not fine, or we are managing. Have you gone back to reflect on the first half? What is the progress? Are you at the verge of giving up? Do you think you need to change your business line? So the first thing on this toolkit is passion. Yes, we hear it. Passion, 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 passion. You need passion to start a business. But then passion is beyond the word. It is seen in your action. It is how you display it. If you're going into business, you need passion for that business to work. Now, passion is not just about something that is burning on the inside of you. Because if you get enough water to quench it, will it still be burning? Some people feel or think they have passion for this and passion for that. And then when the heat or when the water from the market is already falling on them, the passion dies. Does it mean the passion was never there? So it's what you need to know. Do you really have passion for this thing you want to do, or this thing you're doing? If you're very passionate about the business, sometimes you're not just concerned about the money. You're about the work. You're very interested in getting this work done. There are people who bake cakes. They don't mind baking for free because it's something they love doing. Now, this is not to say that you're supposed to be giving off everything you do for free. No, but it's so you understand the level of your commitment and your connection to what you are doing. You don't mind baking for free. You don't mind going to that event and speaking for free. It's something you love doing. There are some people that cooking is therapeutic to them. So even if they're not going to pay, they don't even mind giving cooking as a contribution to an event. Now that is passion. When you're not getting the money you desire, when the business doesn't seem like it, are you that person who is quick to change in line? Today we have a lot of people switching from one industry to the other because, oh, this market is no longer lucrative. So why did you go there in the first place? Why? What's the new thing you want to bring in? Nothing. You want to go to where the bag is. And really, when you get the bag, are you still interested in working there? Are you still interested in doing that work? Is it something you want to stay with? It's not about building business to solve financial problems. It is about building a solution that you can give back to the society. This is one of the major things businesses that last stand for. They provide solutions to the people, not to themselves. So they look in, look deep, think things through, search well before going in. So that passion, when the dust is rising, will you still stand? Will your business still stand? Will you still be interested in doing this business? Or are you the person who just moves with every wind? You need to be passionate about what you're doing. And when you're passionate, it is very easy for you to believe. You believe it will work. You're very certain. When every other person doesn't even see the good in it, you are seeing the good in it. You are just so sure it will work. You might not know when. You might not know exactly how, but you're working the part to make sure it works. And as long as you keep doing that, your business will eventually grow. So what are you doing now? Are you still interested in staying there? Or are you that person who is already on and off because it seems like it's not stable? So reevaluate your passion for that business. The next thing we're looking at is courage. Many people have businesses they want to do, but they do not have the courage to get started. Someone would say courage is your currency for business. The currency you need to get started in business is courage, because I don't have all the money, but I can go with the little I have. I don't have all the resources, but I can outsource as many things that needs to be outsourced. I don't have this, but I can start. It's courage that can make you start. That's the second item in our toolkit, courage. Are you courageous enough to say no? I am leaving my job for this business. Are you courageous enough to say no? I am not getting the fulfillment I need from this present business I am doing. This is where I should be. The passion can be there, but you're too scared. And there are a lot of things to be scared of. You're scared of the saturated market. You're scared of how customers would come. You're scared of whether or not your idea would be accepted. You're scared of whether people would even love what you're doing. You're scared of whether your business would scale or thrive. You're scared of a lot of things. And if you want to be scared of a million things, you would have reasons to be scared. But it's a question of against all odds, I'm doing this. Against the odds, I'm doing this. And then you get started. Once you're out, you're out. Passion can keep you going, but it doesn't end there. It's not just about passion. It's not just about starting. The first two things you get to do in business is getting started, and the next day is remaining in business. The first day you're starting, you can have this excitement. Oh, you've overcome imposter syndrome. You've overcome your doubt. You're there. You're excited. Hey, I just started a new business. Hey, I just started a new business. I sell this. I sell that. I do this. I do that. You can even have a grand opening or a mini opening, and people, friends, family, strangers, passers-by, they walk in, they get to buy from you, and you're really happy. Oh, we had this opening and we made XYZ amount. I am so blown. I believe this business is going to thrive. And the next day, reality dawns on you, because a lot of people are in the market. So these people that came on the first day, you don't have 1/10 guarantee that they would be there. No. Your chances of having all of them back to buy from you is very slim. So what do? That is when you begin to go days without sales. And you're thinking strategies. For some people, they are beginning to think it's time to leave, it's time to move on. I don't think I can do this. How do I knock out my competition? How do I knock out this person? You need to remain. You need to learn. You need to do the work. This is where you need to battle. You have stepped out. Courage is there. So you're taking the bull by the horn. And there are other things in the toolkit you need to know as an entrepreneur. We'll be going on a short break now, and when we come back from this break, we'll be reviewing other items in the toolkit. Stay with us. Welcome back to Business Morning on Union Television. We're still discussing Entrepreneurship Toolkit, and we've mentioned that one item in the toolkit is passion. The second item we've looked at from the toolkit is courage, and now we're going to be looking at the third item in the toolkit. But before then, when you were in primary school, maybe your parents drive you to school, or you walk to school yourself. You would usually have your lunch pack for some persons. And for some persons, you have your breakfast that you didn't finish. Like some people would want to pack their remaining bread and akara in their bag. So when it's time for lunch, they would eat it before eating their biscuits or any other snack they have. So different children have different realities. But then when you're going out, you find out that there is this particular old woman in your neighborhood that everybody knows. Even if it means her waking up as early as 5 a.m. to start preparing for the things she's selling. Usually, I would say we have a lot of people who sell akara, and they are always there. They are always there under the rain, under the sun, cold. During Harmattan, they are well covered and they are there. Akara, hot. It doesn't matter what weather it is, they are in business. And that is what determination and diligence is. This is the third item in the toolkit that we are reviewing. Diligence. How do you carry out your work? How do you carry out your assignment in the business place? You are in business, yes, but then are you committed? What is the level of your desperation? How well do you want this business to thrive? What can you do differently? So you see that these people, they might not have gone to the best of schools, but they understand that they need to be available for their business. Are you available for your business? You find many people who just start business and the next thing they're looking for, hey, come and be in the shop. Come and stay there. They personally don't even have the slightest idea of what they have on their shelf. They don't even come to take inventory by themselves. And they are in business. And then they are wondering what is happening to the business. Everything can happen to the business because you are not managing your business. You need time to be available and present in your business. Some people just get to work in some places 1 month, 2 months, and the third month they're signing out because they want to go and start exactly the same business. Now that is not bad in itself, but there is a limit to which you can do. It's not enough to just get people, fund them, give them money, and then ask them to run the business. Where are you? Where are you coming in? It is your business. When you master it, you know some things that cannot work and you know what will work. Just like someone who is in business and then you've been in the field. Let's say you're in the creative space and you know how to write content. You know what content sells, or you know what ad can work, what the conversion rates should be, what your projections are. And then someone who is working for you is giving you a different data from the work. And you're looking at this data and you're laughing. You know the reason you're very confident that that data is wrong? You have done it. You know what it takes. You know the level of commitment required to get this done. And you know how it can be done. You know what is not realistic and you know what is achievable. You know what can be done within the shortest period of time. And you know when people stretch themselves. But when you don't even have an idea, when you just have the resources, that is when people can give you any result and you take it. Or you want to argue so much because you feel they can do a lot. You don't have the slightest idea that this is about the maximum they can achieve within this duration or the time frame or with the finances made available. You just want to push and push and push. Why are you pushing too hard? That's not like working and working hard. It's about not understanding the business. So you need diligence. Take out time to know the work. Take out time to understand the work. So you can be doing this work and the people working with you would see it. If you're in business, you should know what you're doing. If you own a cake store and everyone who works for you is the baker except you cannot even account for the items you're buying because they keep doing the work. And you can say this is bad and this is not good, but you can't do the work. Nothing would make you do something good. But if you're that person who is in business, you are doing the work, they know you do the work, they understand that you know it. It's difficult for anybody to come at you with unrealistic answers or unrealistic requests or give you explanations that are not relatable and you accept it because they know that you have been in this business, you have done this business, you have done the work, you are committed to this work. So you know what works and what cannot work. So as you're going in business or now that you're in business, be diligent, do the work, show the workings. Anyone who is coming into your organization, who wants to work for your business, should understand that there is a part everyone in this organization is doing. Come in with your creativity, but then we have a culture. This is one item you need to adopt. Consistency is also key. Don't be on today and off tomorrow. It wouldn't pay you as much as someone who is known for being available at all times, someone who is consistent. Because when you're consistent, you are reliable. People would want to work with you. People will believe that you are there. Remember, I earlier said that growing up, these old women or some old women along the road, in the street, in almost every weather, you would find them selling. You would find them at their business place. And even when you think it is unfavorable, they are still there. They are committed to the work they do and it pays off. So you should be committed to the work you are doing if you're looking forward to it paying you off. We'll be going into the marketplace to talk to people in the market to understand how they have been in business, what they have used, if there are items in our toolkits they have applied, how they applied it, because you need this knowledge to apply yours. And yes, you should come with me. This is Marketplace Synergy, a segment of Business Morning where we interact with market people to learn about their businesses, their challenges, and their success stories. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing today?
I'm very well, thank you. And you?
Very well, thank you. So your skin is already telling me where I am. So how's it been in the skincare business, and why are you here in the skincare business? It seems this is a family business.
Yes, it is. We've had this brand for, I think, in the next 3 months, this brand will be standing for like probably 11 or 12 years now.
11.
More than that, we've had this brand for, I think, 2013 or 2014 was when my mom started this brand. So we've been like this. Well, we were first at that Adenle Road in Gimade side until later on, as of which year was I think that was 2017 or 16. So we moved there. We had a small shop there, but by God's grace, 2 years ago, we were able to get this one.
Awesome. So it's been expansion and growth. And what do you think about the skincare business in Nigeria and how it is growing?
Honestly, the skincare business in Nigeria is just competitive and kind of strange if you ask me, because there are some that they base themselves on taking care of the customer's skin, but there are some that they just base themselves on making money. That's just it. And some people, they have this weird belief that if it's expensive, yeah, it works well. But no, it's not every time that it has to be expensive before it works well. So some skincare, the way they do is just weird for me, which is why I just prefer I settle with this brand.
So when you say it's weird, is it weird based on their production or weird based on the outcome? or probably customers' feedback?
I'd say all three. Weird in production in the sense that some they actually mix like all these, okay, relaxer for hair, darling. I think it's a very common brand, yes. Some actually mix it for face cream. I think I've had two customers. This lady actually came because of she liked my skin. She asked if all this dot on my face, all my freckles, they asked if it was something like from cream or something, but it's just something I have naturally. So when she saw my face, she was like, "Oh wait, okay, I really love your skin. What brand are you using?" I introduced her to my skincare brand, and she was skeptical at first because she said the face cream she got, they mixed darling relaxer for her and some other things, and they told her to use it. Guess how much she bought that thing? Face cream, 20 freaking K. And it spoiled her face, acne, dark spots, so many things. So in terms of production, I'd say it's weird because I don't understand that you mix things like that. And then customers feedback, yes. I don't understand why you make a product. Your products are giving customers this problem, and yet you're wondering why you're not having sales. How is that going to happen? So I'd say all three actually.
So in this journey, how do you now manage customers? Because it's going to be difficult getting people on board to trust you, knowing that they've had unpleasant experiences with other skincare brands, and it's more like organic. So they're not differentiating the brands that are doing this thing and having reasons to trust new people. So how do you get your customers to trust you?
That's where the difficult part actually lies because when they try other skincare brands and it doesn't work, the general thing is if this one doesn't work, all of them doesn't work. That's what everyone believes. But what I do is this. We have customers that have been with us since day one till now. Customers that have been with us for over 10 years, 8 years, 5 years, several of them, home and abroad. So what we do is whenever I give them a product, I tell them use this. If you have any problems, I'm here. If it gives you anything, I'm here. If you want to put me in handcuff, put the handcuff. But whatever happens, you give me feedback. If it doesn't work for you, you let me know. You are my customer. Your satisfaction is my priority. You came here trusting me with your skin, and I will make sure I keep my word on my part that you are going to have a good skin. And we give them products. If it doesn't work and you tell me, we'll change it for you. But we'll first ask for what you want that cream to do. We'll first restore your skin before we can put you on another one that will maintain that color for you. So getting their trust is difficult, but when you get it, maintain it.
So how long have you been in this business?
I must say from 2018, that's when I came to this plaza. That I've been doing business throughout my youth age. I like doing business. So it's not just today's something.
Okay. So have you always been selling clothes in all the business you've been doing?
What I was selling was shoes and purse. Then I was at Yanukwaja. But because of my kids, no, my niece that was living with me left me. So Yanukwaja was far from the house for me to be taking care of the kids, taking them to their school and equally to the shop. So I couldn't make it anymore. Then 2018, I have to find shop down here.
So you came here in 2018 and started running your business. So why did you decide to go into the fashion business? Because you have a blend of almost all the fashion.
Sorry, I didn't.
Why did you decide to go into this fashion business? Because you have fabrics, tailored clothes, shoes, bags, more like come here and dress up. Everything is available.
Okay, when I came down here, what I told you that what I was selling was just shoes and purse at Yanukwaja. But when I came down here, I added fabrics. So if you look here, this show glass was round here, so it was throughout fabrics, purse and shoe. But as the country goes on now, nobody comes again to buy and sew, to cut and sew. So I have to add these ones. If children comes, I sell for children. If guys like adult come, I sell. If girls like, you can see this one now, this fabrics, the other one akara stoned one. So some mother that don't want to buy and see and go and sew, so they likely buying this one. So that is why, so that I can be getting the money all around.
That's interesting and very tactical, right? So it's you knowing that, okay, if you don't have the energy to probably buy fabric, take it to tailor, wait, I got you. I have a ready-made clothes for you.
That is why. So and it helps me a lot. There's no how, if I didn't sell for the children's side, I will sell for the adults. If I didn't sell from the adult one, I sell like all these English ones, as you can see. Like on Friday like this, all these girls that like to party, I will now bring out the ones for weekend and shade, and anyhow God helps me to sell.
That's awesome. So it's the strategy that is really getting to my head. Really, like, okay, there's Friday, there's weekend outfit, it's Monday to Thursday.
Workers, yes. Monday I shade office workers. I will bring out those ones, people that works, then I will shade their own. Middle of the week I shade for church and for party. So that,
So has there been a time when you felt like you're going to change the business or you want to stop because it was getting very tough?
like I said now, the time I decide or I feel like to change, it was when I switched from fabrics and added these ones. So I can't stop doing business. Even if it's not good today, I know that tomorrow it will be good. So that's how I've been doing it.
So are there things you wish you knew before you started? Are there things you wish you knew before you started the business? Like if you had known this thing before starting the business, it would have helped you to even go grow more than you have grown now.
Mm, what I do wish, that is, I assuming I know before I start the business, is much capital. I you know I had more money the way, that is at least the one more than the one I have at hand now. I would have go far now. I won't base here. Can be taking and be going to other cities too, like a place like Port Harcourt is where I come from. I know how things is there. Can buy from here, go there, but because of capital, I stuck in one place. So the only thing I did is just to apply other ones so that I can be moving on small small.
So what about those customers that are not satisfied? Because we always have them,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes, yes. Everybody cannot be satisfied. There are some people that complains about everything, even with the packaging, they will complain. So those ones, I try as much as possible to make them see reasons why they should not be angry, and just next time it will be better.
Okay. Has there been a time when you wanted to quit? Has there been a time you felt like I'm not doing again, Nana?
Yes, yes, I got to that point. Like, there was one time we dollar. It was the issue of dollar. Dollar was rising. Customers were already paying. The product was going up. How will you tell them that? See, oh, your money, I have to refund you. I have to so many things. And there was another time that my goods were seized. I felt, I'm not doing again. In fact, I'm not doing again. But I thank God I've passed through, I was able to pass through that stage, and here I am. I will continue.
So it's really good to continue because you have people working with you as well. So how do you manage the talents you have?
Talents.
People working with you, different people.
Wow. They are amazing people. Though it's tough handling them sometimes, but yes, they are amazing. That's what I was just saying.
Interesting. Are there things you felt you or you wish you knew before you started?
Yes. There were things in fact, when I started, when I wanted to go into the hair business, I thought of learning the business, because any business you want to go into, you have to know the basics. So I went into trade fair. I learned from one madam like that. In fact, she taught me, and she was able to swindle me of 500,000 naira. Like, I've not even started the business, but 500 naira gone. She was supposed to help me buy something out. And at the end of the day, goods I did not see, the money I did not see even till date. So me now, I think that I should have what I should have known about the business before going into it was I should have been aware of who to learn from and to know the basic. Really, I didn't know anything about hair. I should have even tried knowing something like, okay, is this human hair? Is this synthetic? I didn't know all that. And really, where I went to her was I thought she was selling hair. That was why I went there. And what she was even selling was synthetic.
So,
That was not what I wanted. So I just had to start with synthetic too. Before that was the noble before I now moved into human hair. When I started knowing the difference, I now moved into the human hair.
well, like you got into the human hair during the days of chocolate and Remy.
Yes, 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 yes. We started with chocolate Remy. Yes, yes, we started with chocolate Remy. Then there was one other one too that came out then. I think Lady Star. Yes, it was very. With one business then was very sweet. But now everybody is into wig and hair now. So, but we thank God. We
So, how do you manage the competition knowing that the market is almost becoming saturated?
How do I manage? The thing is that I just focus on my thing. I don't look left, I don't look right. I just focus. Then I move with the trend. If I check the internet and I see, okay, this is what is going now, I move with it. Then my suppliers too, they help me a lot. They say, oh, this one is going to be just, in fact, they will send me samples and say, check this one out. How do you, when I try it on, I post them. When I see the outcome, then before you know it, it is everywhere. To the oh, I was one that even posted this first. So I think that's how I've been able to stay ahead.
Awesome. So, what can you say to someone who wants to go into business at this time?
Air business. The thing is that yes, it is saturated, but you have to be patient. That's number one. You have to have the air business is capital intensive. Even if you don't have millions, you have to have something to start with because most clients like to see it on your head before they buy. So you have to have at least small to buy like 1, 2, or 3 airs to put on for people to see. Then number two, you have to know about the business. You don't just jump into it. You have to know the difference between human hair, synthetic, and yes, hair business. You cannot even just look at it and say this is the one that is that will sell fast. No, you just have to try. But then you have to know the difference between the human and the synthetic hair. And number two, I mean the number one is capital. You have to have money to go into a business.
And that will be all on Marketplace Synergy today. Thank you for joining me today on Business Morning. For more interesting and insightful episodes, follow us across all our social media platforms. And yes, subscribe to our YouTube channel. As always, I am Onyinye Ezlofo, and until I see you again, keep watching Business Morning on Union Television.